Alex entered Stadium 3 at the BNP Paribas. With the serene assurance of a rising star who has spent years preparing for times like these, it is open in Indian Wales. Dayana Yastremska, one of the most potent hitters in women's tennis and a player renowned for her aggressive baseline strength and capacity to end rallies with stunning winners, stood across the net. And as soon as the game started, the disparity in styles became the main topic of discussion. Because Yastremska's style of play is based on intense attacking tennis, enormous forehands, and fearless shot-making, which frequently results in spectacular victories but can sometimes lead to unintentional mistakes under duress. Alex, a player who combines speed, patience, and tactical awareness to defeat opponents over lengthy rallies, has established himself as one of the tour's most intelligent young players. And because it involved strategy, stamina, and mental toughness in addition to power, this collision of styles produced precisely the kind of dramatic match that tennis fans like analyzing. Particularly on Indian Wells' sluggish, hard courts, where patience frequently becomes just as crucial as attack. Furthermore, it was evident from the first games that neither player planned to play as hard as Yastremska. Alex was forced to sprint side to side during the early exchanges as he began moving aggressively inside the baseline and attempting to control rallies with strong ground strokes shot deep into the corners. However, Alex answered with incredible poise, extending rallies until the Ukrainian star needed to hit one more ball and retrieving shots that appeared to be winners. Additionally, because aggressive players flourish in professional tennis, that additional ball is frequently where the pressure starts to develop. When points are brief but may find it difficult when rallies go on for an extended period of time. Yastremska had to consider every shot rather than just release power from the baseline, as Alex used her footwork and defensive abilities to make the game into a battle of endurance rather than a straightforward hitting contest. With Alex using deep top spin shots with abrupt direction changes that opened the court and made Yastremska run into awkward situations, this tactical move gradually altered the opening set's flow as the rallies grew more intricate and strategic. However, the Ukrainians continued to show off their enormous forehands and glimpses of brilliance, reminding everyone why she is still one of the most dangerous offensive players on tour. As both players battled through close service games that featured spectacular rallies and abrupt momentum flips, the scoreboard mirrored that tension. These are the moments when the audience responds to each line clip and sliding recovery. The winner. Additionally, as the set progressed into the pivotal games, Alex's tactical patience paid dividends as Yastremska began to make mistakes due to the prolonged rally. Yastremska's high-risk style inevitably results in both spectacular winners and costly blunders. And that balance was evident in the game statistics, which showed that while aggressive play produced flashes of brilliance, it also provided Alex with chances to break through when rallies lasted longer than 10 strokes. And after more than an hour of hard tennis, where each game felt like a little combat, Alex was able to secure the first set 7-5 thanks to this pattern. A set characterized not only by strong hitting but also by deft shot selection and the mental toughness needed to maintain composure under duress. Additionally, winning that first set strengthened Alex's defensive fortitude and patience, which proved to be psychologically significant. However, Yastremska replied in the second set with fresh vigor, quickening her ground strokes and attacking Alex's second serve whenever she could, so the match was far from over. And as she pushed Alex farther behind the baseline and tried to shorten rallies with early winners, it briefly appeared as though the momentum may change significantly in her favor. However, Alex once again showed the poise that has made her one of the sport's most captivating young players, refusing to panic and instead relying on her movement and court awareness to neutralize the attack, rerouting pace with cunning angles and making Yastremska cover more ground with each exchange. Additionally, this continuous travel increased the psychological strain on the Ukrainian celebrity while progressively depleting the rally's energy. Because each time she believed she had made a winning shot, Alex seemed to retrieve it, moving quickly across the court and returning the ball once more. And every now and again, this unrelenting defense caused Yastremska to become frustrated and try even riskier shots. And in crucial games, those moments turned into turning points as Alex took advantage of mistakes to keep the set within reach. And as the second set approached its pivotal moments, the game developed into an intriguing tactical struggle in which Alex blended explosive outbursts with defensive tenacity, moving forward to finish points at the net when the chance presented itself. A tactic that stopped Yastremska from finding a comfortable rhythm and kept her wondering. And even as the rallies were physically taxing, Alex was able to keep control of the game by striking a balance between defense and opportunistic attack. Then came the moment that would go viral on social media and rank among the tournament's most talked about highlights. A rally that encapsulated the unpredictable nature of tennis and the amazing intuition needed to compete at the top level of the sport. because Yastremska launched a strong shot deep into the corner during a lengthy exchange near the finish of the game, forcing Alex to run frantically across the baseline in what appeared to be a last-ditch effort to keep the rally alive. Additionally, Alex's momentum propelled her forward so forcefully as she extended toward the ball that, just as she made contact, the racket slipped from her grasp, whirling into the air as the ball fell back across the net. For a brief moment, it appeared as though the point would end right away because losing the racket typically results in losing control of the shot. However, the ball landed inside the court on Yastremska's side at an angle she was unable to reach since the impact had been timed correctly. As everyone realized that Alex had somehow won the point while the racket flew out of her hand, the crowd first reacted in stunned silence before bursting into cheers. Even the participants themselves seemed temporarily taken aback by the result of this rare and dramatic occasion. The audience continued to buzz with excitement, knowing they had just witnessed one of those rare moments that make tennis highlights remarkable, while the cameras saw Alex grinning in shock as she collected the racket from the court. Even if it could seem like an accident, Alex's performance throughout the game was characterized by his unwavering resolve because, after being hauled far outside the court, she persisted in the rally, which is the only reason the shot even occurred. And her determination to give up came to represent her entire game plan, which included hunting down every ball, prolonging every rally, and making her opponent play one more stroke until a chance presented itself. Following that incredible moment, the stadium's atmosphere drastically changed as supporters of Alex came together, realizing that the game was headed for an unforgettable finish. When Yastremska's posture opened the court, Alex replied by sticking to the same methodical strategy that had gotten her through the first part of the match, concentrating on deep returns, steady baseline exchanges, and well-planned attacks. The match's statistics again showed this balance, as Alex converted vital break opportunities while limiting the damage from Yastremska's potent service games by combining strong serving with successful return games. And in the end, this strategic consistency led the match to its conclusion as Alex won in straight sets, showcasing both technical proficiency and the tactical acumen needed to overcome a formidable opponent on one of the biggest stages outside the Grand Slams. Beyond the scoreboard, the victory was significant because it demonstrated the ongoing development of a young player who has risen through the ranks and gained confidence against opponents with higher rankings. It also served as a reminder to the tennis community of the sport's unpredictable nature, which makes it so captivating that a single rally can captivate millions of spectators worldwide. Additionally, Alex saw the win as a further advancement in a career that has already demonstrated extraordinary promise, strengthening the conviction held by observers and supporters that her speed, tenacity, and tactical acumen might become her a reliable danger in important competitions in the years to come. Yasta, on the other hand, saw the game as a reminder of the strength and danger that come with an aggressive style of play. When the timing is right, it can dominate opponents, but it can also create opportunities for patient defenders who are prepared to withstand pressure and wait for the ideal opportunity to strike. And in the end, the encounter at Indian Wells was defined by this dynamic between patience and might. Every rally of the match felt like a test of stamina and strategy, culminating in a flash of unplanned genius when Alex's racket slipped out of her grasp but the ball still made it onto the court. A moment that encapsulated the essence of competitive tennis, where skill, instinct, and a little bit of luck can come together to produce highlights that spectators will remember for years to come. Making sure that Yastremska's thrilling win over Dayana will be remembered not just for its scoreline, but also for the incredible rally that stunned the tennis community and illustrated why Alex is still one of the most thrilling tales in contemporary sport.